Hi there and welcome to Sepia Mail. Sepia Mail is an open source and free, basically a version of Gmail, arguably, except it supports cryptography and cryptographically signed emails. Your privacy is 100% perfect, arguably, because you can install it on your own server. It supports, of course, multiple users. Now here it is. By default it shows 19 emails. Now if I click this one, for instance, then I can read this email. I can also read multiple emails at the same time. Here I have my iCloud storage notification. Here I have my YouTube video email. Here I have a couple of emails I have downloaded myself. And here I have an email with an illegal attachment, which is key because it is literally almost impossible to get infected by a virus if you are using Sepia. Now, for instance, this is a PNG, which is perfectly safe to download. Sepia Mail will allow you to download such attachments. If I try to download a PDF, which is a known file format for spreading virus, I get this notification. I can close emails, and while I'm reading emails, I can also still search in my grid here and open more emails at the same time, keeping my existing emails up. I can also reply to multiple emails at the same time if I want to. And of course I can add new recipients if I wish. Let's add one here. Now when it sends emails, if it doesn't have a public PGP certificate to all its recipients, it will give you a warning. You don't seem to have an encryption certificate for all recipients in your email. You still wish to proceed. At this point I can click OK, at which point it will send the email, or I can remove the recipient that I don't have the public PGP key for. Now it sends my email, and if I go to Gmail now, let me go to my correct account. No, that was the wrong one, actually. If I open this email, then it's impossible to read because it is encrypted using PGP encryption. If I show the original, I can even download the original. It's actually garbage, literally. This is the content of my email, and it's impossible to decipher for everybody except for me. If I refresh here though, on the other side, and I wait for the email to be downloaded, then I can see my email. Now this is the same email as I'm looking at here in Gmail, which is basically rubbish for Gmail. I can drag and drop attachments. For instance, let me just download a couple of attachments first. Actually, let me download an illegal one too. And of course I can't download this one. Now, however, if I create a new email now, I send it to Phosphorus. This is a new email. This is its content. And then I send it to myself, Phosphorus. Then I can just simply drag and drop my attachments. up here. And you can drag multiple files at the same time. When I now send the email, my attachments will be wrapped into the email. The email will be encrypted because I have the public PGP certificate for myself, being my recipient. I sent it to myself. Still, for Gmail and anybody spying on your email, this is garbage. Impossible to get anything intelligent out of. While for me, you can decrypt it. I can see the attachments easily. Now, to set up Sepia mail, you basically, first of all, need to have at least PGP keeper with both secure and public key for your email address, your own email address. You can do this on Mac OS X through GPG keychain. Anything that's GNU privacy guard on Linux, Windows, or Mac, etc. will basically work. Then when you've done so, you basically just copy the folder of Sepia mail. Let me find it. Phosphorus 5, and you paste that folder into this folder, Sepia email or Sepia mail. So you paste the download for Sepia into your Phosphorus 5 core P5 web app system 42 apps folder, and here is Sepia mail. It's entirely written in Hyperlambda. 100%, it's licensed as GPL. It's extremely extendable, by the way, which I will go through in another video. And when you've done that, there's a third step which you need to do, which is that you need a database in MySQL, which you link to in the web.config file of your Phosphorus 5 system, which I can show you here, I guess. I'm not going to open this web.config because it contains some of my passwords and stuff. However, here is the web.config file where you must add a MySQL connection string. So, 3 simple steps. Create a database called Sepia. You don't need to create a schema. The Sepia mail will automatically create its own schema the first time you start it. So create a database called Sepia. Create at least one keeper in GNU privacy guard. And then copy and paste the entire Sepia mail folder into System32 apps. And that's it. If you do that, you should be up running. And by the way, it is blistering fast. Let me refresh it to demonstrate that fact. Now, if I go to network here and I refresh my page, and please notice that I've disabled the cache here, then the entire load for my page is 11 requests, 311 kilobytes. And the transfer was finished in 2.57 seconds. The only reason why it took that much even, because it actually took much less, is because it immediately creates a new request which starts the POP3 fetch operation. So actually the system loads in 320 milliseconds, which is 0.3 seconds, which is like 100 times faster or something than Gmail. It scores better than Gmail on every single parameter. Let me just illustrate that fact by doing a paging operation. So I've got like 1150 emails in this inbox roughly. Now I'm going to page to the end of my email, basically paging 1150 emails. Done. Took me, I don't know, 10 seconds or something. Here is its settings. Doesn't show passwords, and even if I type them, doesn't show them. And here are my POP3 and SMTP settings, which can be changed if you wish. And it even features some basic help information here. Now, I actually created this system in 5 days. I literally mean that, by the way, and I will show how in another video. And I started on March 21st and I finished yesterday. And today is 26th. So I literally created this email software system in 5 days. Now the reason why I could do that was because, of course, I was using Phosphorus 5, which allows you to create applications at least one order of magnitude faster than any other frameworks out there that are targeted towards web Ajax development. So not only is it a 100 times more secure system, 100 times more flexible system than Gmail, it is also actually built like 5 orders of magnitudes faster than Gmail. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.